The Bixby Voice update has started rolling out to users who signed up for the early access beta. Here are 5 tips and tricks to get you started with Bixby Voice. By default, Bixby Voice has an ombre purplish brown background. You can change the color to a bluish purple by going to Bixby Home, Settings, and then Background Color. 3 more color options are available, but only after you've leveled up. That's right, Samsung has gamified Bixby by rewarding users with XP for using Bixby to make calls, send messages, or change settings. You also get XP for giving feedback, suggesting new phrases, or responses. Like Siri and Google Assistant, Bixby can control some of the settings on your phone. This is one area where Bixby has a clear advantage over Google's voice assistant. For instance, both Google Assistant and Bixby can turn on the flashlight, but Bixby can toggle the power saving mode. The same goes for the performance mode, blue light filter, always on display, smart view, do not disturb, and virtually every other setting available on the phone. For other settings, you just have to be a little more specific with your commands. For example, you can say things like open settings and increase the font size. Like with Google Assistant, you can also create command shortcuts called quick commands. These are shortened versions of a full command that might be easier to say. For instance, instead of open settings and increase the font size, you could just say increase the font size. However, unlike shortcuts for Google Assistant, you can't just create a quick command from scratch. You must go to Bixby Voice, then History, and select a previous command, or go to Bixby Home, My Bixby, then Quick Commands. Then you'll need to tap Add. From there, you have to speak the shortened command instead of typing it in. When typing in any app with the default Samsung keyboard, you can hold the Bixby button to dictate. You just have to turn the feature on first. Go to Bixby Home, then Settings, and tap the toggle to the right of Dictation on keyboard. To use dictation, tap in a text field in any app, press and hold the Bixby button and speak. Your words will be transcribed as you speak, then release the button when you're finished. Instead of pressing the Bixby button, you can wake your phone by saying Bixby, so long as you have voice wake up enabled. Though you will need to unlock your phone for most commands to work, and it will impact your battery life. You can also open Bixby Voice by going to Bixby Home, tapping the Bixby Voice icon at the top of the screen, then tap the Bixby icon at the bottom of the screen to speak a command. If you don't want to speak a command to Bixby or you want to search for a command recommendation, open Bixby Voice in full screen mode, then tap Search Commands. You can also press and hold the Bixby Voice icon at the bottom of the screen and drag it over the keyboard icon that appears. Once the keyboard opens, you can search for commands or type out your own command. For more tips and tricks and other how-tos, be sure to check out cnet.com/how-to.